Oh, yep. From monstrous fish to palm trees and smoothies, Thailand's exotic fishing resorts promise the fishing experience of a lifetime. But I've always felt like there's a catch. I've seen the videos, expert guides tending to your every need, but where do the fish actually come from? What's it like for the people who work there? And maybe the biggest question of all, if it's this easy, is it still really fishing? Oh, that is humid. To find out the answers to my questions, I travelled over 6,000 miles to visit a place called Exotic Fishing Thailand, a resort set up by a guy called Mike Bailey, who spent much of his life chasing aquatic monsters across the globe.
Thank you very much, thank you. Wow.
That was the most insane journey, and... Whoa. Welcome to EFT, home to some of the world's largest freshwater fish and the kind of place where an angler's dreams can really come true. I can literally, genuinely, actually say that in there are some of the biggest freshwater species, some of the actual specific biggest freshwater fish in existence in the whole world. And it's kind of blowing my mind. I wasn't going to be fishing until the next day, but in the meantime, a guy called Beej, who happened to be the fisheries manager, offered to give me a tour of the place.
Oh, that was massive.
First up was their new Arapaima Lake, a sort of day ticket type thing, but with some of the world's most epic predators. It was interesting, getting to see a bit of the behind the scenes and to be able to get my bearings around the place. I even got to see my first fish being reeled in, although I'm not entirely sure it was the species that this kid was hoping for. Regardless, I was excited to get started, but first, a well-needed sleep. This was my first proper day fishing at the resort. I knew that before I could ask any serious questions about the place, I needed to understand it. And yes, I was of course a little bit excited to try and catch my first fish. So after being assigned a swim and a guide for the week, I wandered down to get started. Good morning. So your name is Po?
Oh, yeah.
Po. Nice to meet you. Po, like many of the guides here, had worked at EFT for the better part of 12 years, pretty much since it first opened, and I was glad to have his help, as I didn't have a clue what we'd be catching first.
I'm not sure.
Not sure anything?
Yeah.
Anything, okay. Today is going to be quite full on, I think. I'm, of course, going to experience what the fishing's like, because I just had a drop bag. No, because I'm here and why not? But also, Mike's got 2 Arapaima being delivered. That's kind of what I want this film to feel like, kind of peeling back the curtain on why and how a place like this comes to exist. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it, but oh my gosh. On. Yeah, there's nothing I can do right there. No, that thing's just running. Oh, it's a catfish, red tail. Amazing. I was just eating a bit of breakfast when one of the rods ripped off, and it was a red tail catfish. So I can't say that the fishing is going to be easy this week. I'm sure it's going to be one of those where to catch something really special, got to do a lot of it. But to say me doing a lot, I haven't done anything yet. My friend Po has cast out and baited up for me, and got this weird feeling that I didn't really earn that. I don't know if that's just me getting in my head. But regardless, it was awesome. It was definitely a weird feeling, but I wasn't able to think about it for too long, as the 2 new Arapaima had arrived, and there was a lot of commotion going on the other side of the lake. In the back of these 2 trucks were fish bigger than I'd ever seen in the flesh before. 2 Aries, one around 50 kilos and the other approaching 100. But before we could introduce them to their new homes, there was a little bit of work to do.
Can I ask what's going on at the moment?
Arapaima delivery. At the moment we've got to change the water. So the water they're delivered in, it's been travelling in for 10, 12 hours. So we'll put our water in and then basically gets it acclimatised, and maybe in about 45 minutes we'll be able to transfer them over, take them down to the pond.
It was essentially what I knew from keeping my own fish as what's called a water change, but on a massive scale for massive fish, I guess.
What was that?
Pompoi. It's a big Harry.
So this guy's currently checking to see where the arapaima actually is, to make sure that his head is in the opposite way to where he's going to jump in. So there's no risk of it jumping out.
The only way to safely move the fish was to place them into a soft sling and carry them down to the lake. It sounded simple at first, until I realised that meant wrestling them by hand.
Oh my days, the size of it.
With the first now safely in the lake, it was time for the second, which supposedly was even bigger. It was a lot bigger. In fact, much larger than advertised, so the guys needed to measure it before it could be fully released.
Oh, he got it, he got it.
The guides had estimated by looking at the fish that it was around 95 kilos, but by measuring the length and the average circumference, Beej was able to calculate something a little bit more precise.
97. 213 pounds.
Flip heck. Colossal.
That's a very good way of measuring their weight without being too nasty with them.
It was amazing to see these fish in the flesh, and just how much pride these guys took in their job. It was clear that the beauty of the arapaima wasn't at all lost on them, despite this being their job. And just like that, there's another arapaima in the arapaima lake, and the heavens have opened. It literally just gave us enough time to get that job done. I'm now going to head back to my, I don't know what they call swims. I think I heard someone called it a sala. And yeah, I'm going to get back on the fishing now that I've seen an arapaima in the flesh, and the colours are just so... I've got to try and catch one myself. I'm desperate to have a photo with one. Back in the swim, Poe was already on it with getting fresh baits into the water, but after this morning, I definitely wanted to try and do a little bit more of the fishing myself.
Could I have a go at casting? Is that okay on this one? Yeah? Far?
Yeah.
Big cast? Yeah. Okay.
Now knowing what an Ari looked like, I noticed multiple breaching the water out in the lake. It felt a bit like they were teasing me, but it was just the realities of fishing settling in, and I needed to be patient. Seeing how good Poe was at casting, it made me wonder if fishing was something he did much of during his own time, away from work.
In here?
Anywhere?
No. In here, I holiday 2 days.
Yeah.
I go fishing in here. And ocean, little bit fit.
Yeah. In the river, in the yeah.
Ocean in here.
Ah, in the ocean.
Ocean. Come on, Ari. Yeah, in the line.
Oh, arapaima.
I'm not sure fit in the line here.
Yeah.
You see, arapaima.
Oh.
It was fun trying to dance around the language gap, much better than sitting on my own at the back of the swim. And typically, the second we got talking, the fish showed up.
Thank you. Oh, that's the one species I didn't really want to meet. Yeah.
Honestly, it was still weird, just being handed a rod with a fish on the end of it, but it did mean that I could get the cameras rolling first.
You just absolutely have to use your legs for leverage when fighting these things. Oh my God. That. So this is a bigger version of what I had earlier, an Asian red tail? Or Amazon red tail.
And I would argue they're a lot prettier than the catfish we have back at home. And another red tail. These guys are my friends today. Apart from that stingray earlier, that wasn't my friend. See ya.
What out of 10? 2? 3?
How old's children?
3,
Yeah.
3 years and 8 years.
The rain's arrived. It's actually really nice. It's quite cooling.
Come on, I'll Palmer.
Poe and I whittled away the hours trying to catch some of the smaller fish. Fish that, at the time, I didn't realise were going to end up as future bait.
Yeah, great.
Got a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Reel that in. Mike's back. The madness begins, as always.
How's your day been?
Interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting, yeah.
Cool.
Because we have another Arapama here.
Yes. Oh, another again?
Another one.
I'd not managed to spend much time with Mike yet. He'd been busy much of the last 2 days, and I was still curious to find out what kind of boss he was and how he treated the staff that worked for him.
18, 19.
So, do you know how far this one's come?
Well, this one hasn't come very far. This is unusual. This has only come from Phuket.
Okay,
Somebody had
just up
this.
the road.
Somebody had this fish in a concrete pond in their back garden. So that's where this fish has come from. Someone's back garden. I have a picture of it too, if you want, in the concrete pond.
Definitely. It's amazing. So not only is it a fishing lake, it's also a sanctuary.
Basically, yes, yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, now up it.
I really wanted to find out how Mike's business sat alongside the local community, but with a video conference to get back to, Mike left, and the question was going to have to wait till the following day.
Catch you in the morning, yeah?
Yeah, I was really bad earlier. You just hit the same one twice. Yeah, I was really bad earlier.
I could be wrong, but I think that was the alarm ball. Flipping heck. Whatever this is, it's huge. Said that in my, oh my gosh. Said that in my Jeremy Wade voice. Okay, I see you, Thailand. I see you. Oh my god, whoa. That's... Whoa! Yeah, I'm flipping massive. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The size of this thing.
Yeah.
Well done.
Flipping heck. We walk around here.
Posed in battle right now.
Sorry.
No, do not apologise. You did well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's okay. Are you okay? Yeah. I'd experienced my first fight with a true monster of a fish, though, if anything, I was a bit more concerned for Poe. The following morning, we were off to the Arapaima Lake, the first day ticket of its kind, a place for passing tourists to have some of the best possible chances of catching this fearsome creature, and Mike had asked me if I wanted to give it a go.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Huh?
Tomorrow I go hospital. break.
From the carp?
Carp in here, alpine man.
Oh! Oh! My gosh, it was big and strong last night. I was worried.
It was a strange feeling, and it made me wonder how often stuff like this happens here.
Well, I mean, it can happen. That's the way. It can happen. It does happen. Whose fault it is, difficult to say. You know, when people become afraid of a fish, it just gets worse, right? Worst incident we had was a huge stingray, a freshwater stingray, and it literally attacked one of the guides. They pulled a,
Steve Irwin?
Pulled a Steve Irwin, yeah, and it got one of my guides right in the leg. It put the spine intentionally through its leg. We got in the water to try to corral it in, and I was at the bank in the town, and I got the call. Oh, lek plaka ben, which means stingray in Thai, go hospital. I'm like, what? Okay, I go hospital. So I raced to the hospital to try to explain to the doctors, this is from a freshwater stingray, so they could at least understand. I mean, how are they going to rational? There's no freshwater stingray down in this area of Thailand. We've got some massive ones over 2 meters that just attacked one of my guides, you know, so we're very careful. And now we have specific rules, right? For if somebody hooks up a big stingray, it's 4 guides, 2 Arapama nets, pull up on the line, and if we can get it up into the blanket, we do. If we can't, we can't. And so safety's the number 1 priority. So.
Po's just gone to go and have his lunch. I didn't want to talk about this whilst he was still here, but it really, I don't like the fact that fish hurt him yesterday. I know that's part of the job. You work as a guide at a fishing resort like this, with massive, predator fish. There's always going to be a chance and a risk of danger, but the fact that he had to go through that for me to have the pleasure of catching a fish, I'm still working out how I feel about all of this. It's just, I feel like I should be the one who, if I choose to do this, has to take on the grunt and maybe I'm just not doing enough. I need to put myself forward a bit more and try. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Not sure what it is. Oh my days. Po's just gone to go and get more. Oh no, it's come off. No.
That was such a crazy bite. I literally saw the arapaima go down and then crazy. Oh, Po's straight back on it. This man's on a mission, honestly.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Wow. Oh, now it's woken up. It's an egg. When it decides it wants to go, it goes. Oh, wow. All right, let's try and get this in the net. I say net, the cage.
It really had been an epic fight, but now that it was in, I was honestly just thinking more about Po, concerned that it would try and beat him up some more, which it did. Thankfully, it then behaved the photos, and we carefully slipped it back.
Oh my God, I just felt it. I just felt it go away and the water come and hit me as it went past. Those things are powerful. That was a small one, by the way. And yeah, it still beat up poor Po. It hit you in the same place?
Yeah. He's back in the ribs again.
Oh.
Are you ready for the mic effect?
Oh, here we go.
Nothing happened.
Did you charge it up this morning? Or?
Yeah, it's good. I already did another swim.
Mike had wandered down to see how I was getting on. He'd been busy the previous 2 days, and we'd not really had a chance to talk all that much. I was keen to get to know him better, and wanted to ask some questions, that is, until I was rudely interrupted.
Yeah.
This one feel bigger?
So far, yeah. That's just heavy. Yeah, it's definitely bigger than the one before. No, do not hit Po.
Somehow, this was actually another of the smaller fish. A fact I couldn't quite wrap my head around, that there were aries 3 times bigger than this one.
I think he's hurting it a bit more than he's letting on, actually.
Yeah, it's okay.
If the truth be known, give him a hand though, even though he says no.
Po almost died. He had dengue for the second time. And he had chikungunya, which is another mosquito-borne virus, at the same time.
Dog, snake, motorbike, mosquito.
So he was off for 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. And you can talk to him about whether he wants to share this in a video or not, but he had to learn how to talk again, learn how to walk again.
And now he's doing battle with Arapaima.
He's back to normal.
Punches to the chest by a massive Siamese carp.
He's a great angler, great guy, and we're lucky to have him here.
I talked quite a lot with Poe that evening. I learned that he's had a tough run of it. His wife left him and his 2 young kids a few years back, and I wanted to know if Mike in the fishery had looked after him properly.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. That's good. That's good.
He explains that ever since starting work at EFT, that he felt like he'd been part of Mike's family, and that out of all the jobs he's ever had, this was his favourite.
Yeah, stay away.
Oh, coffee and crab. Good luck at hospital tomorrow. Yeah. And I'll see you when you're back, okay?
I was just about to go to bed, and I've just seen this thing on the glass.
It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. There's definitely, I don't know, the wildlife is very different. Saw a snake the other night. That was a little less cool. I mean, it was cool, but kind of scary as well because I'm a wimp. But that, wow.
Morning, Tom. How are you doing, buddy? All right?
All good.
Let's go buy some bait, yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
He's got the whole thing about
I'm always recording.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's probably...
Mike had offered to take me to Pangnar, the local town. He was keen to show me the market and some of the suppliers that he regularly did business with.
Okay, so let's head in the market and we're going to look for some sea fish. Sawadee krap, sawadee krap. Sawadee krap? Okay. What still freaks me out is when you walk through and they have all the meat that's just sitting out in the open, you know. In our culture, we just don't think that you should be doing that. You know, there's flies all over. They have a little kind of wafter to make sure the flies aren't actually on the meat. That's what it is, right?
It definitely felt like walking into a different world. Ultimately, yeah, it was just a market, but the sights, smells, and smiles were definitely all different.
Sawadee krap, sawadee krap. Sawadee krap. Sawadee krap.
Mike's company, Exotic Fishing Thailand, had been working alongside this family's business for the better part of 12 years, in part due to price and quality, but also because working with a local business that would deliver to his fishery on a weekly basis made a lot more economic and logistical sense than ordering bulk from online, having to build refrigerated storage units. I found it really interesting. Shopping local wasn't just the nice thing to do, but the right thing too.
Stuff like this, the small tuna type bait. They'll probably cut that into 2 or 3 when we use it on the hook. Probably 2. Expensive, and then some of the smaller ones or the lower level ones that are not as fresh. Those we'll buy in bulk for about 40 baht or 50 baht. They come in a big truck with big coolers in the back.
It's funny, I've been walking around the market for the past 20 minutes now, just taking in the sights and the smells. And I think the first impression for most Western people is like, wow, this is so different. I can't believe they do this. I think actually it's just how it should be. It's just people with independent businesses making their money. Everything's fresh because it's been sourced well. I know we have markets in the UK, don't get me wrong, this isn't a novel concept, but here it's just done well. Back at the resort, I was set to be fishing in a new swim on the main lake, one regularly known for producing big Siamese carp. And in Poe's absence, joining me was a guide named Ju, who was also known for putting some of the resort's biggest into the net.
This rod ready? This okay to cast?
Okay.
Yeah. Me cast if that's okay.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah. I feel like I know what I'm doing today. Carp fishing is something, I'm no expert, but I definitely know a little bit more than all the other kinds of fishing we've been doing today. We're using Delkin bite alarms, using, feeders and rigs that I kind of know. I'm kind of excited. Everything's scared off.
I know it kind of goes without saying, but being delivered your breakfast every morning and just getting here and fishing and... It's quite nice. definitely get used to this. I shouldn't, because when I get home, well, anyway. Today, it's all about the carp. That's what my target is. Having caught that one the other day, that fight was just, it was a carp fight, but times 10. And I'd love to, I don't know, I'd like a photo. I'd like a photo to go on my wall when I get home. And the fact that we didn't manage to get it the other day isn't a problem, full stop. I was actually more worried for Poe, if anything, and now he's in hospital. And I think that was like, I know we'd had a couple of hits before I got here, but that seemed to be like the last straw. So yeah, I didn't care, but it would be nice today if we could try and get one. Yeah, I'm feeling hopeful. Feeling hopeful. Big old change in the weather. The wind's blowing back this way, it started raining, and you know when you can just feel it. Like the air's thick with it. I don't know what it is, but it's thick with it. If I was in England right now, I know that the fishing was about to kick off, so I'm hoping they play by similar rules here. Well, something picked that up. But I think something also spat it back out.
The rain had definitely switched on the fish, as they began showing time and time again, almost teasing me.
Yeah, on. Oh my gosh, it's fast. No! That moves so fast through the water. I saw it kiting just, I don't know, it looked like it was going 30 miles per hour. That's frustrating. We worked hard today to try and get a bite. Oh wow, that's pretty. So we lost that. Well, is what it is. Should we change?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The storm had definitely changed the atmosphere of the place. The predator rods had been constantly in and out of the water with failed takes. I just hoped that at some point, one of the carp rods would scream into action.
It's the second time. That was a bad cast. That's a good hat. Yeah. Gucci.
Tomorrow, fishing number 9?
Yeah, I think so. Tomorrow holiday. When on a holiday, do you go fishing still or just work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I like it.
Fishing, yeah.
Oh. Speaking of which. Yeah. Whoa. Yes. That's amazing. That's so cool. Whoa. Oh my days. Playing fish and looking up there and there's just clouds sitting on the mountains. This is incredible. This is so strong. Oh, so this is absolutely massive for the Siamese carp. I'm able to actually show you this one compared to the one that got away the other night. I think this is 30 kilos, the one before was 55. I don't really care. All these numbers are kind of, I'm not going to say they're meaningless, because of course it matters, but at the same time just being here, catching these incredible fish, it's amazing.
I think by this point in the trip, I'd started to realise that the place I'd feared to step foot in, where Westerners come and take advantage of locals and fish for ill-gained species, just didn't exist. Instead, there was a holiday resort run by a group of people like Ju, who just loved their fishing.
So I think at the moment Ju is building up a spot in the near margin. Oh. And it looks like it's working. Oh. On?
Yeah.
Yay! Do you want it? You do it. You do it. You have one. I'll net it for you. Stingray. Oh no! It's a stingray. I can help you.
Yeah, I thought I was doing something really nice by offering the rods, but stingrays are basically the bream of Thailand, so maybe not.
Yep. What are you? Stingray! Well, I think it turns out me and you are having a bit of a match to see who catches the most stingray. The moment, 1-1. Hello.
Honestly, having caught my target for the day, I was just enjoying sharing the bites. I've always found it's far more fun than when fishing alone. Dude did end up beating me in the world's first and maybe only stingray competition, but with one last decent fish, it was time to get ready, as Mike had invited me out for dinner with the family.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. And you?
Good. Yeah, not too bad. Hello.
So far, the time I'd spent with Mike had been fleeting, and whilst I had come to realise he was a good guy, I wanted to know his story. Why this fishery, and why Thailand?
My name is Mike, and it's my beautiful wife.
And Boom.
And we're the owners of Exotic Fishing Thailand. We've been open for business for about 13 years now. It's been an adventure from before we even got the land to here. So I came to Thailand on holiday back in May 2010. I was fishing at another fishery here in this area, basically. And then I met Boom. And I still remember the first day I met her. She came to pick me up, and I was walking through the lobby of the hotel. And I did one of these. I was like, wow. that's a true story. And we always tell that story. It's so funny because, and I still do that now when I see you all the time. It was almost like we were destined to find this place, but we drove a lot of different places.
Yes.
Remember the one time we drove along was like the edge of a drop, and it was raining and the water was coming off there, and she's like, hey, let's turn around. I can't turn around. We just had to keep going till we found a place to turn around. And then eventually we found this beautiful piece of land, right? Yeah, so.
Mike and Boom explained to me that starting the fishery had been tough, but it wasn't just logistics and planning that had made the process difficult.
It wasn't easy because when I can't do this. No, I can't talk about my dad. I can't do it. I get all emotional, yeah, because a little bit. It's funny sometimes when sometimes I can just talk about him and sometimes I can't. So anyway. It wasn't easy during the build. A lot of things were happening. My father passed away during the build, and I had to go back to say goodbye to him. And then Boom got pregnant. We decided to have a baby. Boom got pregnant. I came back from burying my father, and then Boom had dengue. I mean, this is one tough lady, I'll tell you, that's for sure. Then we had Michelle, which was another challenge health-wise and everything, but everybody pulled through. And again, this tough lady was, one minute I thought I'd lost her, and the next minute she was doing the laundry or something, or helping with something. It was unbelievable.
Running the resort is definitely a job, but it's a job where I get to make people happy, which is not easy in life to have a job where you do that. I've had people here that, they've caught these big fish and they're in their 80s, and you're like, that's the last big fish they're going to catch, or the biggest fish of their life, and I got to provide a place where they can catch that fish. So yeah, that's a special feeling, right? So that's what fishing means to me, is making people happy, So yeah, it's good. I like it.
Well, I'm off to do some incredibly hard work today. We're visiting one of the stock ponds that Mike has around the back of his establishment, and we're doing a bit of a stock check. There's various ways you can do that. You can net places, electrofishing, or if you want to have a bit of fun, you can float fish for them.
The stock ponds have been left pretty much untouched over the years, and Beej and I were curious to see what lived in them.
When I first got here, and Beej gave me a little bit of a tour, came down to here and says, watch this, put a load of bait in, expecting them to go nuts. I think they don't like me, so I'm praying that isn't the case today. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my days. Yeah, that on this rod is ridiculous.
Albino pattern.
Oh, cool. New species! So this is an albino pacu, and it's part of the piranha family. It's got teeth in there that, well, you don't really want to find out.
There we go. Here it comes.
Oh, really? Just gonna walk around and get that camera. This is proper fishing now. It's tipping it down, carp rods. That was your idea. Whoa. Bye. What are we doing?
I'll get on the shot. Leave that there.
By this point, I was already soaked. So, what difference was a couple more casts going to really make?
First fish I've ever caught. Huh? But the first fish I've ever caught here from a rod that I've shut myself.
In 6 months?
I've been here 6 months.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I almost whacked you in the face then. Oh no, came off.
It's kind of funny. When I first got here, I was worried that fishing with guides wasn't really fishing.
Oh, no way! Hello, you!
But stood here in the rain, fishing a literal stock pond, I realised it really didn't matter. Fishing's just an excuse to get outside and feel alive. And as long as you got a smile on your face whilst you're doing it, well, I think that's all you need to worry about.
Another tambaki. The teeth are ridiculous.
I don't know which is wet, the me or the float.
There's more water in you at the moment, that is for sure. There you go. You can hold it up for a sec. I might go get my camera for a photo.
In some ways, I'd got all of the answers to my questions about this place, but if anything, that just made me want to fish even harder to catch something big before my flight home.
Hey, Bo. How are you feeling? The hospital okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sawadee-kap. So this is Loom, his Po's son. He's coming to work today with us, and he's hard at work catching bait fish. And oh yeah, he's got one. He's got one. Yeah, well done. He's 3 years old, and he's a better fisherman than me. Although that doesn't take that much. That was probably not the best comparison. We need more kids in the UK that are this into fishing. Whoa, again, so quick, look at him go.
With what time I got left, there was a few species that I wanted to try and tick off. A main lake arry, an alligator car, and if possible, one of the most fearsome creatures in the lake, the chow prior catfish. It wasn't going to be easy. This isn't a lake you can simply demand what you want to catch from, but I did know I was with the right guy to try and make it happen.
Oh, it's all kicking off. Arapaima is on. Oh, yep. Just holding on for dear life. Sometimes I have to Photoshop this moment for a thumbnail. Put a massive bend in a rod. Not today. Whoa! Oh my days, that's huge.
Slowly but surely, over the next few days, we started ticking off the different kinds of fish.
So we've unlocked a new species. This is a pacu. Oh, it's something different. Alligator guy, yeah. Wow!
Some fish pushed me far outside of my comfort zone.
Yep.
And others?
Oh, yeah. On.
Well, they pushed me even further still. But nothing could prepare me for the fight that was still to come.
Oh my gosh. That's fast. Goodbye. What are you? Just went. What is this? Oh my gosh, that's just taken off. That has just taken off. That is. No. It's going to the other side of the lake. Oh no, it came off.
Oh no, eat. Yeah. See in the line, yeah.
Yeah. Chow prior?
Yeah, Chow prior.
Oh no!
We've always had chow prai in the lake. Other fisheries, some other fisheries have taken them out because they're just such a fierce predator. They're called the dog-eating catfish of Thailand. Yeah, so there's rumors, there's ponds in Thailand where Thai mafia, kind of like that old Fight Club when the pigs type of thing, better watch out or we might make you disappear type of thing. There's that kind of folklore kind of stuff going on with the chow prai world.
I just know that all of tonight, all I'm going to be thinking about is losing that fish. That was just incredible to witness, and that was cool, but also painful to lose. Good morning.
Morning.
I love your shirt.
Well, yeah.
Very on theme, very snazzy.
I wasn't sure if it was the best or maybe the worst timing as far as the fishing was going, but today I'd got a day booked out, exploring some of the local area with my new friend Beach.
What the heck is that thing?
Mike's been involved in planning all of this, so we don't really have a clue what we're doing today. So we're doing this.
First on the agenda was a local viewing point, aptly named the Skywalk, which, as someone who's moderately afraid of heights, was interesting.
Sawadee krab. That looks crazy. We're all good.
Wow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Everything in my brain's like, yeah, nope. Shouldn't be doing this.
I absolutely know nothing I'm going to film today is going to do this any justice, but I'll try my best. That's stunning. Even with the heat haze, the humidity. What's that?
There's a pool up there.
Of course there is.
I just walked along that. That's so mad. And then this.
That's beautiful.
Don't look down.
Just stop. Don't. Stop. Don't. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh my days. For 6 months you've been working?
Yeah, 6 months. First time let out.
Beach had joined Mike to help manage the fishery the previous year, and by all accounts had worked non-stop ever since.
Cheers, good sir. Happy Thursday.
Happy breakfast.
The man was an integral part of EFT, looking after customers and putting out the fires that any successful business faces on the day-to-day. So it was nice that in a way, me wanting to check out the local area had become a good excuse for a day off.
Sawadee krab.
This is so cool. They're proper original, authentic, what am I saying? I don't even know. They're old boats and the motors on the back of them are ridiculous. It looks like it's been pulled straight out of the car. It has.
Look at this. Did it, got the drone back. That was only mildly terrifying.
This part of Thailand's coastline is known for its mountainous islands, giant outcrops of limestone rock that have over the years become a famous tourist attraction. To put it simply, they were absolutely stunning, surreal in many ways, and I felt really lucky to be able to see them up close.
So I think we're part of some kind of rescue operation right now. One of the tourist boats, which, that's what I'm on. The handle seems to be vibrating free. Chaos. Thank you, Kapun Kap. Thank you. Say that? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you. So now I've been trying to work out what's been going on. Part of the language barrier, just me not understanding, and also a very loud boat. I think we're about to be paddled into one of the caves under one of the islands. Help steer it. This is tight. Walking fish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see one over here. Look at him. Look at him. That's so cool. Seeing a mud skipper in the wild.
Hello, my friend. Bye.
Thank you.
The next stop was to visit the Isle of Koh Phangan Yi, an entire village constructed on stilts above the water. It was said to have been made this way by Javanese fishermen, who at the time were not allowed to build on Thai soil, so they opted for the ocean instead.
So the entirety of this island, and I use that word lightly, is all on stilts. So I imagine everything's going to be moving with the waves. It's quite crazy. It is crazy.
Walking around the place was fascinating. What was once a humble fishing village has seemingly been taken over by tourism and gift stores.
The thing that gets me though is that everything we see now had to be brought here. I know that's true of the rest of the world, but like to get it on a boat, to get it here.
In some ways it did feel a shame, but who can blame them? It was far more predictable trade and likely better money, selling bits and bobs to tourists like me.
Crazy. They've built a floating football pitch on one side of the island. That's so weird. I'm on the sea right now.
I know for a fact that over the last few days I'd only experienced a fraction of what Thailand had to offer, and yet I was still convinced that this might actually be a bit what heaven looks like.
That's colder than I thought.
Really? That sounds good. I want a bit of that.
So this is it. This is my last day in Thailand. It both feels like I've been here for a lifetime because of the amount I've experienced, and also no time at all because it's absolutely flown by. And I just wanted to say thank you to you guys watching this video. I know I say that in every other video, but I'm not sure if you guys understand just how much viewing these videos, commenting, subscribing, literally impacts my life. I hope that these videos are some small way of showing appreciation for that. I've also teamed up with Swimbooker, my sponsor for this year, and we're going to be running kind of a little bit of a competition so that one of you guys can go out and do a bit of free fishing this year. If you sign up to Swimbooker Plus, which is their membership service, there's loads of features, including insurance, which is a really important one. I've actually got a discount code, so that's really affordable. And for anybody that goes and does that, we're going to be picking somebody and making sure that they get out and have an adventure on us. So check out that. There'll be loads more information in the description, and I'm going to get back to the fishing. Should we cast float on it, or?
Yeah. Wake. In your food.
Poe explained to me that the best method for catching these predators was to chum the water in front of our swim, over and over again, in the hopes of luring a pod of chow phraya to feed competitively on the falling bait. The trick was patience, waiting for the fish to turn up onto the spot, and once they had, a tandem cast, landing the bait as close as possible to one another.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this could happen any second now. Yeah. Oh, no! Oh, that was so exciting. That was ridiculous.
It was the type of fishing that perfectly summed up this place. Almost impossible alone, but with the help and hard work of Poe, I knew that we had a chance of catching one of these fish.
Whoa, come on. Not so good. Reel again. Okay.
Frustratingly, time, as always, was running out, leaving just a few hours the following morning to fish until I really had to leave to get onto the flight back home.
That is a seriously strong fish. Slow down. Yeah, chow phraya.
Oh my god, there we go. Big chow phraya.
Big chow phraya. And this is what we've been trying to go after for the last 4 days. This is a chow phraya catfish, the king of predators.
Okay.